You know, Lifeline has been on an amazing journey over the past 14 years. When we started in our little office space in Corsicana in 2003, I never conceptualized the magnitude and the impact Lifeline would make in the lives of so many people. To date, Lifeline and our foster care initiative have served over 5,000 children, and been a part of seeing over 300 children actually find and be in forever homes through adoption, including the 41 adoptions we facilitated on last year. Our goal to grow Lifeline Children and Family Services was not an ambition. It was a calling on my life that we had to touch as many lives as God would see fit for us to touch. So when I think about why I get up every day and do what I do, I have always in front of me the mission that touching a life can really change a destiny. When I sit back and listen to some of the stories of the children that I've had an opportunity to be around and serve, and it takes me back a minute to think about what would have happened in their lives if people who really cared had not been there for them.
Thank you. I've got a really important question. My birthday is in
4 days.
4 days? Do I say 15 or do I say 16?
This whole thing about you telling me about your age is going in the video.
My name's Angel Marie Bright, and I'm 14.
And I'm Robert Bright, and I'm 16. We were in school. I don't remember what class period I was in. I didn't pay attention very much. But I got called to the office, and I didn't know what I did, so I was really nervous. And we got there, and they said, "You're leaving." So I was like, cool. I get to leave school early, right? And then you get in the car with these random people that you don't know, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we're from CPS." And I was like, it's gonna be bad. When we got to the CPS office, probably about an hour and a half later, we came out and all of our stuff was in the hall. Everything, it was crazy. And then they took us to our aunt's house, and she was like, "We'll keep you." We cried for a while. Finally ended up falling asleep. Got up, got ready for school, rode the bus to school, and then they came and got us again. And then after about an hour and a half, maybe, in the CPS office, we all loaded up into a car and drove to our first foster house. And it was intimidating, to say the least. It was pretty crazy. I think when we got to our first foster home, we tried to be cool about it. We tried to say, okay, this is gonna be our home from now on until, something else comes. But I was kind of really worried because I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't know how long we were gonna be there. I didn't know if anybody was gonna take us and adopt us. But I think that was when they told us that we had somebody that maybe wanted to adopt us. Because I thought that was cool. I mean, we'd only been in there for not even 6 months, I don't think.
What does adoption mean to you?
Finding a home, people that cared for you, somebody that wanted to be there for you, that actually cares. So not somebody that's gonna do this for the money that they make doing it. Somebody that's gonna take you in and take care of you because they want to and they love you, even though they don't know you. And it's great. No matter what you're going through, you can still get through it no matter how hard and difficult it is. It's still possible. It can still be done. and you just have to put your mindset in the place where it should be, not where it is. So you got to think, I can get through this. I know I can. I believe I can. I have people that'll help me get to my goals. And you know, you'll start seeing that over time. It gets better, and then you start feeling it. You're like, this is getting good. And then you keep going until you are eventually you're at the top.
Because there's a lot of people that are willing to help and that will help no matter what happens.
So as I approached the board about expansion, the thing I was talking about is being able to provide a place for children who are at that place in their lives where they're unsure about what's going to happen. They are traumatized by their experience. They're weary, they're worried, and things are just in a crisis mode. And I wanted to have a place that we didn't just meet their needs, food, clothing, shelter, their psychological needs and their medical needs and all that. I really wanted to have a place where they could have people who would befriend them, who would get into their world, validate their feelings, and then turn around and love them to heal. And I truly believe that children will pass through our lives, but they'll never forget the impact that you make on them. They'll never forget the words you said, or they'll never forget your response to them when they were crying out for somebody to help them. And the exciting thing about where we are now is grabbing everywhere we can people who will partner with the Lifeline to see this vision come to fruition. I named the GRO after my mother, Mary Frances Walter. 1963, May 20th, 1963. I was born to this valiant lady, this lady that actually became the angel in this earth for me. I believe God selected her because he knew the things that I would present with. And Mary Frances, words cannot describe what she really meant to me. She was the first person I ever told about my dream of doing what I'm doing today. And she's always been that person to hear it, listen, and then encourage me to accomplish it if that's what I wanted to do. Her and my father actually gave the first initial seed for us to open this agency 14 years ago. Not knowing that when I opened 14 years ago, that I would even have an opportunity to open a program and name it after my mother. I can't even comprehend that. What Mary Frances really meant was finding the best in people and bringing it out of them. I really appreciate my father, because my father really helped us recognize the importance and the value of our mother. There was no way or opportunity that you would disrespect her in front of him or in otherwise, because he loved my mother. He supported her. He gave her everything a husband could give, I think. And my sister, boy, I tell you, she's the only girl in the family, but Lord, she acts just like my mom. You see Trina, we call her Trina. You see my mother. Mannerisms, the way they talk, the way they act, their gift to love people is remarkable. I'm glad I have 3 wonderful brothers that I appreciate, that have added so much to my life. And this day is not just for me, it's for all of us, every one of us. And so I'm proud to stand alongside of my brothers and my sister and my dad and my nephews and my nieces and my own children. to say, guys, Mary Frances left a legacy for all of us. And I can't say thank you enough. There's no words that can express how I feel about this day. This is a remarkable day. I mean, this just doesn't represent a new milestone in the life and existence of Lifeline Children and Family Services. This is a profound statement of what being raised in a faith environment or a environment of where God is promoted and uplifted. I mean, it's remarkable. So I just want to tell the people who have committed and who's been giving, thank you. Thank you for giving children an opportunity to be healed. These children will grow up one day and they may not be able to tell you thank you. They may not even realize what you've done, but when you go to bed at night, I want you to remember my gift or my donation helped a child in the Francis house heal, be made whole.